I just changed the title. Let me turn down the music. Okay. Was it text to speech? Is it on? God damn it. Better? It's a very catchy tune. And is my voice fine and so on? In my ears the music extremely loud. Just gonna turn it down here. Good. Let's start. Hello? Go! What's your name? Let's just go with Rage. It's taking a long time, but it's finally going to happen. I'm finally on a plane from Beijing to Pyongyang. I'll be staying the week with a couple of pen pals in the Korean army. Been writing them while on duty in Afghanistan. They seemed interested in meeting me, so they asked me to come over on my next leave. It didn't look like it was going to happen though. I'm not sure why, but the airport wouldn't let me fly directly to Pyongyang. Something about no direct flights and having to fly to China or Russia first. I only barely learned Korean in time for this. Then had to stumble through Chinese to get there. We're about to touch down in Pyongyang Sunan International Airport. Yeah, guess this is pilot. I think it said something about to descend. As we get off, I'm waiting for our bags at the claim center. I was a bit late since I had to use the bathroom. This looks like they already started unloading. Stop the baggage claim carriage. My bag's on there. Oh man, this is FUBAR. Don't tell me they lost my luggage. I better go find customer service before my buddies get here. Turning around, walk straight into someone. Hey, you're right behind me. Run right into what appears to be a member of the Korean military. Full suit and everything. What's more, she's hot. If you go for the chick uniform thing. Mr. Rage, I presume. Her English is pretty good. A bit broken, but better than most kids I met in Afghanistan. How do you know my name? We are expecting your arrival? I finally noticed that she's not alone. Another cute girl in a military regalia is right next to her. But how? I only told my buddies Jeong and Yoonji that I was showing up. That would be us? Wait, I thought... I meant, aren't Jeong and Yoonji, well, guys' names? Not always. Like some names in your country can be applied to both genders. Did I say ginger? Genders. The taller girl smiles politely. Oh, like Francis and Francis? I think I get it. You're gonna get interrogated. Yeah, why not? Wait a second. You didn't think Rage was a girl's name, didn't you? Hvorfor could not have? Who would name Giro Rage? But you said it was fine and if I stayed with you while I was here. Absolutely, we received special permission to have you stay in our personal barracks. Well, we might have a hold up. It looks like the airline lost my luggage. So I need to check with the service desk about that. Oops. No need to worry. We've secured your luggage. Wow. That's great. Where is it? It's been sent to our political bureau security checkpoint. She seems very happy about that. Fine. What? They must make sure that you have no illegal contraband on you. Stop touching her mouse. Her boobs with your mouse. Why? They seem very jiggly. Anything that would be a treatment to our country and glorious leader will be confiscated. Well, doesn't that seem to be that doesn't seem to be a way to treat a friend. If you decide our friendship, then do this. You can speak Korean, right? Well, I've been studying a little. I guess I had a handle on it. I even got this manual to help me out. I reach into my carry-on and pull out the translation guide. Upon seeing Yoonji, she slaps it out of my hands. Ah, what the hell did you do that for? You dare bring translation manual into our wonderful country. But it's Korean translation manual. I'm sorry for Yoonji's outburst, but the manual depicts the language of the territory occupied by the Western imperialists. Imperialists? I didn't think British ever invaded Korea. I thought it was just one big Korea. Uh-oh. So glad you understand the situation. There's only one true Korea. Regardless, I'd like you to work with Yoonji. She'll help you to get better with Korean. You help her with English. She doesn't seem very pleased with that. Just what I said. She'll get used to it. I read on my old translation manual that it's polite to bow to new co-workers. I turn to Yoonji and bow. Thanks for helping me with Korean. Why are you thanking me? I'm only doing this to help better English. It's not like I do English for you. This for you, stupida. Either way, I appreciate it. I know, help you get up. Now, Yoonji, we're so excited about our friend coming to visit. There's no need to be rude to him. Hope he good English teacher. It's time to went back to our barracks. You should be thankful. top advisor on tours recommended you to stay with our guides instead of at a hotel. I bet. You bring a lot of foreign cash though, as we suggested, yes? I did. Though I'm not quite sure I understand why. Can I just use my credit card? It would be quicker going to exchange all the bills for Korean. Plus, feel funny having all these coins on me. The documentation on how North Korea makes cash comes to Most of everything you need has already been paid for in advance. However, the shops you will visit want hard currency. They prefer foreign bills to the won. I guess that's the Korean currency. Okay, so we'll be paying for things in our own currency then. You know, listen. It's simple. You, no one, Dorang, Henry. Henry is pretty cute when she's grumpy. Her cheeks get all puffed up. I do feel a bit bad for her though. Inji, why would you prefer us just speak Korean? Why, my English not good for you? Maybe it's a bit easier for now though. I guess I have to speak Korean from here on out. We should take a picture together before we leave the airport. I'll get my phone out there. I'll get my phone out and take a picture of all of us. What did you just do? Took a picture, that's all. No, get rid of it. Now. But you look so adorable, see? Stop it, I'm not cute. Why do I get a more manly voice when I speak as her? Speak like her? Get rid of that photo, now. Don't understand, it's just a picture. I'm sorry, but let me explain. In Korea, we do not allow photos of the military to be taken without permission. Unless it's a national event, which cannot be held. I must ask you to please delete the photograph. Your secret wish is that she has a dick? Wow, maybe? Can be useful in some time, I guess. Oh, can't I keep it? It's a really good shot. Yoonji looks adorable being only one so pouty. Show the photo to Jong. Jong? Who giggles just a little. He has a point. It's a pretty cute photo. Before I can say anything, Eunice comes over and swipes my phone. I'll save you the trouble. I guess Young forgot they're supposed to confiscate this. Confiscate this anyway. But it's my brand new phone. No worries, you get it back at the end of your stay. I'll put in a call to headquarters to have you a suitable replacement. One that only works on our network. I'm pretty sure I saw 4 bars on my phone. It's best you not argue with her on this. Guess it's not worth it. Yes, very true. Please follow us to the car and I'll take you to our place. Our superior should already have finished checking your luggage. We will be able to relax. They lead me to a large boxy automobile. Looks like the 1980 Soviet car, but with some small modifications to the interior. We sit in the back I can't see anything outside. I can't see into the front of the vehicle either. It's kind of dark here. I was hoping to see some of the city as we drove. Oh god, it's close. I'm afraid that since we're taking you to our personal barracks, we can't let you see the route. It's forbidden by our illustrious leader. This illustrious leader, the tourists do not know the way to the airport, to military locations. Then why did they let me stay at the personal barracks? I know, stop questioning it. They told us to take you and stay with us. That's what we're doing. Be grateful. Our place is bigger than any local hotel. I'm grateful. Thank you for taking me in. I told you, stop thanking me. It's not like we did it for you or anything. It's just following orders. I swear, I think she blushed saying that. I think someone had a little crush on your age. I'm not sure I got what you just said. Maybe I'm not saying it right. Stop that. Let's just listen to the radio. She flicks the dial on a very old looking car radio. First sound I hear is I guess a Korean guy singing some awful cover. Don't stop me now, 'cause I'm having a good time. Don't stop me now. Oh, this is the latest hits. Latest? Yes. We heard that's very popular. Best song 2016. The singer should be on do 2 here. I think that might be hard for Freddie. Freddie? The original singer of the song. It was a huge hit back in 1978. I'm certain you're wrong. We have it on good authority that is a song written by the glorious leader himself. Okay, our first choice in the game. It says that the song is quite old. Gently tell her the song is quite old. What do you think, guys? Should we be gentle or just straight out alpha? Be harsh? Okay. No. I know my music history. And my mom used to love this song. This song was popular over 40 years ago. It's really not new at all. Jeannie glaring at me, I don't think that's the best way to handle things. Silence falls. Guess we screwed up, guys. Oh good, we're almost there. The car is slowing down, turning into what is assumed to be the personal barracks. I can only guess though, since it's hard to see outside the car. Make sure not to drop the soap. Silence we had since the radio accident was broken in a sharp noise. It appears to be Young. Young is using more Freddie Mercury for her ringtone. Excuse me, I need to take this call. She turns from us and jabbers away on her phone. I figure I should speak to Yoonji. So if I'm staying here, I'm guessing you guys must have extra rooms. Being a military base, I wouldn't think you have a lot of extra space. Hell, they're just barely phasing out those Quonset huts when I was going through the boot camp. Don't stick me in a broom closet or something, okay? Don't be so ridiculous, Rage. You won't be in the closet. All, all soldiers in America are so dumb. No wonder Glorious Leader says, we'll be conquering you soon. Did you just implying that our country is planning to attack the country? I give her a shocked look. Never heard of Koreans harboring hostile attitudes. Weren't we allies? At some point, all must be Korea. It's a part of a new initiative from our most high and honorable champion. Anyways, it's no concern to you. Stop asking such silly things. We want you to enjoy your stay here. You see you sleep in quarters soon enough. Typical American attitude. Yeah. Great, I can't wait. I'll leave it to you, Yunji. I hear Jeong getting off the phone. Just in time, it's getting pretty awkward here. Good news, the inspection of your luggage is complete. They found very little to remove, so there should be very little missing. Oh, that's good news. I'll get my belongings when I get back home. John? Hey, you probably are starving, right? Yunji, what are you planning for making for dinner? I'm making dinner? I thought we just to take him to the mess hall. How can you be so thoughtless? He's our guest. We should make him a problem meal. It's okay. I don't mind hitting up Korean chow hall. I mean, I'm fine with whatever you two want to. You're poking fun at me, aren't you? Yunji appears to be angry. Well, maybe a little bit more angry than she used to. Or has been. You don't think I can do it? You think my English is terrible, I can't even cook? That's not what I'm saying. I'll show you. One home cooked meal coming up. Well, I appreciate it. I'll make you eat your words and some kimchi. That's so sweet of you, Yunji. You must really like Rage. You haven't cooked anything for many months. That's since the time you got soap and noodles. You always bring that up. Stop embarrassing me. Just glad you're cooking again. Looks like Rage already having good influence on you. Before Eugene can respond, there's a knock on the door. John opens to see the driver standing there. We have arrived. Please show the capitalist his courses. Thank you. We are here. Let's head in. I'm gonna go use the bathroom really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, you're getting dinner out. When you get back, tell me what you're having. What are you having, sir? I let out a small stretch after the long journey. John grabs my hand and starts leading me into the room before me. Potatoes, roasted meat. Sounds delicious. I like potatoes. We eat a lot of potatoes here in Denmark. She looks cute, even more so for a soldier. But definitely has a strong grip. I mean, it's not like we won't have women on base, but none of them look like her. Jeez. I got to stop thinking like this. It's just a vacation. Don't make it weird. Are you okay, Rage? What? I'm fine, thank you very much. But your face was so red, I thought you might have caught a fever. I know it was just... Jian puts her hand to my forehead. Her hand is so soft. Yeah, she's definitely not infantry. It's meat stuffed with other meat. Wow. I remember the woman I saw in infantry. I still have nightmares. Jian is so pretty though. You're so hot. You're sweating a little. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure. I'm sure. Really. I'm just tired from all the flight. All the flight. Welcome back, Alp. What are you having? Yeah, that's it. Tired from the flight. Thank goodness, I was worried. The stores here have been out of ibuprofen for a few days now. Just buns with meat. Like a burger or... Yeah, late breakfast. What time did you get up? Were you up late? I'm not sure how we could treat it, that fever. That fever. Hey, when you two are done, could you come help me with the tap? Stuck again, Joan. Let me take care of that for you. This faucet has definitely seen better days. Looks like it started to rust badly. Hopefully the water is clean and safe to drink. Budget cuts always hit the guys at the bathroom bottom first, I guess. It takes some effort, but after a few tries the water managed to come out. I could have done it quicker myself. They show me their private quarters. It's not too bad. A couple of bedrooms, a common room, kitchen, and a bath. I need to finish preparing the dinner for tonight. Jiang will show you to your room. Again, Jiang grabs me by the hand and leads me to my room. The bedroom has scant amounts of decoration, and the windows are small, but they do let some light in. On the bed is my suitcase, unharmed by the search and seizure order. This will be your room for a week. I'll be staying in the other room with Yunji. Hope you find a room to your liking. Wait, are you telling me this is normally your room? Yes, but you needed a place to sleep. I don't mind staying in Eugene's room for a week. We can think it like we can think of it like what your American teenage girls say. Sleepover. I can see Eugene's bedroom from across the hall. There's just one bed. It's not big enough for both of them. I can't put you out of your room and have you to sleep on the floor. Do you have a sleeping bag or extra blankets? Can you go? I can go sleep on the floor in the common room. That's not needed. You are a guest. It would be dishonorable to have you sleep on the floor. Make yourself at home. We should have dinner ready soon. She smiles, walks out the door, leaving me in her room. I open my suitcase. Everything I neatly folded has been tossed around and crumpled up. Of course, I can't actually blame the Koreans for that. After all, I went through a couple of different airports. Make sure you peek at night. Including the one TSA security back in the States. Hell, the TSA broke my computer the last time I tried to fly. It looked like they took a hammer to the motherboard and damn TSA. I'm relieved to see my comfy Tokyo Hotel t-shirt is still here. I slip off my traveling clothes and toss it on with a pair of jeans. Not too long after, I smell something fairly decent coming from the kitchen. I decide to head there and see if I can help. Do you know Tokyo Hotel? I heard about it, but isn't it an anime of some sort? I'm not quite sure. I heard the name before. Both girls are there. Jeong has changed into some more comfortable attire, but Yoonji is still dressed in her military uniform. Tokyo Hotel is music? Oh yeah. That's right, Tokyo Hotel. I remember now. That's some years old, I guess. They're guys, but they are girly. Jeong must have heard me walk in. She turns to greet me. Oh dear. Oh dear. Ah, hi Rach. Dinner isn't quite ready yet. That's okay. I thought I might be able to help. Don't need help from Western capitalists who don't know true Korean food. As he says, turns to face me, and shock looked across her face. What do you think you're doing? You can't wear that in Korea. You'll be shot on sight. Shot for wearing blue jeans? No, for advertising an attraction from an enemy state. Jeong doesn't seem to be pleased either. Wait, you mean the t-shirt? Fool, of course I meant the t-shirt. What were you thinking, advertising a hotel from Japan here in Korea? But it's not. Are you one of those idiots who think they can all our countries are the same? Japanese falsely accuses our country of misconduct and hinders our foreign relations. Could you please get that word in? It might be the best for you to change and give us that t-shirt. We can burn it so no one would know that you had it. I don't want you to be in trouble with our glorious leader in less than a day. I'm screwed, I guess. It's also reflect poorly on us. Please change. If you let me explain. Can't believe our inspectors were so careless. Has nothing to do with Japan. They just look confused now. It's not Japanese. It's a t-shirt from a German rock band. They call Tokyo Hotel. A couple moments of silence follows Yuji speaks. Why are you still wearing that abomination? But I just told you, it's a German rock band. It's not really any better. Germany is not a friend of ours either. It really would be the best to take it off and give it to us. You should be shot for such poor taste. Fully on the side. Bet you are. Oh, this is alright. I'm gonna change. No, remove it and hand it to Joan. We need to delete this, no one knows. Just can't put it back in my suitcase? Of course not. What if one of our superiors came and saw it? All three of us would get in trouble. I'll go take it off. Just give me a moment. No, take it off here. Wow. I need to be sure you don't try and hide it. Yuji is blushing. Jeez, turn around first at least. I remove the shirt and hand it to Joan. I go back and put on a plain white t-shirt instead. When I get back, my t-shirt is nowhere in sight. And the girls are talking to each other. Thank you so much for changing. It would have been really awkward if Yuji had to remove the shirt by force. It's just best not to do anything that incur anger or glorious leader. Yeah, they see me as a sexual object. What is this game? I suppose it still sucks that you burned my shirt. That's a gift from a buddy in Germany. Another military buddy, yes? Is she nice? Well, she seems to be nice. Wait, did you say she? Come to think, I never really could check my German buddy was a guy or girl either. Hey Dark. Is lederhosen a gender-specific gift? As I'm pondering if I've been gender bent every overseas pen pal I've had, the lights flicker and go off. Well, there goes the light again. What's with the lights going out like this at the same time every day? Wait, this happens every day? Is some sort of planning thing? We don't know, but the power goes off a lot. Usually they are for short periods of time. However, there's one that seems to be happening every day at this time. It lasts a while, an hour or so, usually. You mean to tell me you had daily power outages? And you can't even set your clocks to them. What in the world could be going on to lose power every day at this time? Glorious leader said it to preserve power. In case the Imperialist forces to attempt to invade further inland towards us. So we need to have enough power for our bases to withstand the attack. I'm not certain that makes any sense. Are you questioning the judgment of Supreme Commander of Korea? So what do we do? Do we offer another solution, or do we try and get rid of the subject? Deflect. The music is quite happy. Well, you don't think we can reason with them? With another solution? Let's deflect them. Well, yeah, maybe it's okay to go without power for a while. You could do something to help pass the time that doesn't involve electricity. Wow, you almost sounded like Glorious Leader there. He mentioned that purging the need for outside energy sources builds character. Wow. It allows us to a deeper spiritual connection with ourselves and others. He recommends yoga for those times. Show them your glorious leader. Taking into account what I know of Korea's leader, the last thing I think I see him doing is physical activity. God. In fact, I think I just put mental image in my head that will never be erased. Leader of Korea, yoga outfit. Prominent user. That's glorious leader to you, Yankee. And it appears Yoonji developed the power of reading my thoughts. Wow. And does your glorious leader do yoga himself? Of course. He's been known to lead the entire army in morning yoga. He even invented his own style of yoga based on rare creatures. I think it's called Mi Kao Chao Yoga, or Wild Cat and Mouse combined. Have you done his yoga classes? Why, yes. He provided us all with very special yoga training clothing. And he would inspect our form from the back of the room while instructing. Well, I can't fault him. Yoga fans are the gift to mankind. Except the gunny bought pair. God, there's another image burned into my brain. So what do we do while we wait for the electricity to come back on? Well, I guess we can just take a nap. You'll have group napping in the United States? Not really. Well, at least not after kindergarten. I don't know who Gunny is. I guess an army buddy of him. I don't know. But I mean, just to pass the time as a group activity. We are missing some ingredient for the kimchi. We could walk to a local mart and see if there's any there to pick up. Unless you prefer under-seasoned kimchi. I know most Americans are not accustomed to eating spicy foods. They clearly do not teach us about Tex-Mex and Cajun cuisine, do they? Of course not. American cuisine is an abomination. Flavorless, colorless, lifeless, all processed at speedy slop joints. Like King Donald's. It's among the most inferior cooking in the world. I really don't feel like correcting your myopic view of American food. Yeah, they do have a point on that. Let's just get all the ingredients you need. Yes, let's get along. We all friends here. Hey, she's actually smiling, Unity. And it's a bit of a walk to the market to get what we need. We're walking. I figured we're right in the see no Korea, hear no Korea, speak no Korea mobile again. Why the attitude? You're in the military. No, we can't freely allow foreigners to see direct routes between the points. But walking from our barracks to the market gains no useful information. He does have what Westerners call it, spunk? Yes, I think that's it. But come along, let's get what UNG needs. He grabs my hand and climb up again. I can't say I'm unhappy, but I'm not great with girls. She's smiling because she knows you can't see her. But it doesn't seem Jong has a problem with grasping my hand. Maybe she's unaware that what holding hand means. I'm not surprised since it's the third time she's done it. What's surprising is that I feel my other hand being grabbed. I turn to the side and see Yunji claim the other hand for herself. She notices I've seen her and blushes. Don't get wrong or anything. I'm not doing this because I want to. Just want to make sure you don't go running off. You could get in big trouble if you're found walking without a guide. Just leading you. Don't make anything out of it, okay? It would appear Yunji, on the other hand, is fully aware of what holding hands means. Thanks for looking out for me. I roll my eyes when she is not looking. Stop saying weird things like that. I told you. I'm just making sure you don't get lost. They both head out the door with me in tow. About 20 minutes later, we are outside the small market. What I notice is that we aren't really in the city. More like the outskirts. We aren't actually in Pyongyang, are we? No. Our barracks is on the outside of the city proper. We'll be going to visit the city instead of staying in the city. I thought all visitors were supposed to be in the city. I already told you. Glorious leader made an exception for you. Now let's hurry up and go in. As we walk in, the shopkeeper quickly turns away as he sees me. Doug, I know you must be confused seeing all this since the night. Basically, it's a sort of very fetish point. There he went. As we we start looking around for what Yunji needs to finish the kimchi. She mentioned green onions to me, so I made a beeline for the produce. Look at how well stocked the store is. You will have no problem getting what you need, Yunji. Korean stores are always full of delicious, lovingly grown produce. Something seemed off here. Jung has been more casual with how she talks. The last line seemed forced. And I think I know why I find the produce. A cursory glance would give you the impression that having a well-fed stock stand in vegetables, upon closer inspection, though. Plastic? What are you muttering over there? Half of this food isn't real. I mean, the radish right here is too shiny. I really don't think the FDA has recommended a daily allowance of plastic. They don't seem to be listening much. They continue looking for the ingredients. Looking at the wall, the canned goods giving a similar impression. A closer inspection, I can see what it is. The shelves over there don't even look like real food on them. Seem better artwork and no budget visual novel. Where the developer skims on paying the artists. Jeong walks over to me with a worried look. We are almost done. Please, don't say anything else. It's something you wouldn't understand. And speaking of, it's no good. No good? Fine. I'll be a good little shoulder. It's not up, shut up. For now, I guess. Jung smiles at that, though it's tough to tell it's a smile of relief, nervousness. Yoonji walks over to us. Hey, left my wallet back at the house. Did you bring yours, Jung? No, I thought you had yours. One of us has to go back and get the money. Wait, it's okay. I brought my wallet. But we never exchanged my cash for one. Will he be okay with American dollars? Yes, I think it's the shopkeeper prefers euros, but he'll still take American money. Being scammed by two ladies, yeah. It was all planned out. Give me your wallet and I'll go pay. Wow. I hand her my wallet and she walks back to the shopkeep. She comes back and I check the billfold area. It doesn't seem to be ravaged. $1.50 can barely buy a soda on a base. Fresh produce basically unheard of. Even plastic food looks better than on the stuff that we had on the base. Well, settle. Let's go back to the barracks. 20 minutes later, we're back at the barracks. The power's back on. Yoonji gets right to work finishing her kimchi. Jeong turns on the radio. Thank you for tuning in to One Korea, One Voice. Here's today's top story. Our glorious leader took a well-deserved day off today by playing a round of golf at Pyongyang Old Course number 1. As expected, the son of our former beloved leader, he shares his father's natural talent for golf. Our glorious leader broke his father with a 40 under par 32 for the round. Including his round was a streak of 9 holes in 1, a feat only he has ever done in the world. No one has done in the world. Guess some glorious leader listening to the truth calling domination the world's professional golfers. Dinner is ready. Joan turns off the radio as we both walk over to the dining table. Dinner does look good. Yoonji made a traditional kimchi along with kongbap. Southerners would call it bean and rice. Wow, it looks Delicious, Junji. She blushes a little at my praise. It's kind of really cute. Well, then Ita Dakimasu. Wait, what was that? You know, Ita Dakimasu. I think that's a thing you say before your every meal. Something about take this food, thanks for making it. Idiot. You're mixing our Asian countries. That's Japanese. In Korea, it would be Jamogetsumnida. And honestly, we don't do that very often. Often? Try it all. It gets annoying here that before every meal. Can I at least say it once? Oh god, no. I'd rather not pick up that habit. Just say thanks and eat. Well, thanks, Junji. The rest of the meal is eaten in silence. The food is pretty good. Junji can definitely cook. Afterwards, I help her clear the table and wash the dishes. The girls protested a little, but I seemed grateful in the end. It's getting pretty late though. I think it's time to... yeah, the awkward silence. Oh yeah. There we go. Saved. I think it's time to turn in for the night. Tomorrow we will send you with some places to go. And one of us to escort you there. Just one of you? Why not both? 3 is a crowd. She looks very smug with that. Plus one of us have to clean up here. And maybe some to go to the store and pick up a sleeping mat. Sorry again about the bedroom. I'll try to get some rest. I'm pretty excited for tomorrow. Yes, so am I. We'll do we do need to rest. Good night, John. Good night, Junji. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Go with the flood. They both leave the room, but Junji pops her head back in quickly. Oh god. Oh yeah, it's Thursday. We're having artillery drills tonight. Don't let it scare you. She snickers. Oh yeah, wait, what? Shuicho Dreamo. Her English is really terrible. Ah, good morning, drill instructor. God damn it. I don't remember sitting down last night. And it's not like I need a reminder that I'm in North Korea. After rubbing my eyes for a few minutes, I take a look around. The sun isn't even visible yet. Just pre-dawn glow creeping over the horizon. Looks like the alarm is blaring from a cell phone sitting on my nightstand. This looks like something out of the 80s. I flip it open. It's set to 5:30. 5 goddamn 30. Who sets alarms this early? Oh god. Oh good, you're awake. I see you found your new phone. For someone as curvy as Young, she sure can be sneaky as moving. Yes, I sure did. I think everyone in the base could hear that thing go off. It's the latest model of innovative technology. Even citizens of Korea aren't able to get that set phone yet. Consider it a welcoming gift from our government to you. She gives me a bright smile as he says that. Thanks. Yunji is making breakfast, so please clean up and come out soon. As he exits the room, I finally take a good look at my new phone. It's a Motorola Ditech model. Gift policy documentation. What in the... This phone would have been new about 30 years ago. In terms of cellular technology, this thing is ancient. I mean, fossilized dinosaur shit, ancient. This sucks. Just bought my phone only a month ago. I wonder where it is. Some North Korean official probably swiping through all my stuff as we speak. Elsewhere. I'm telling you, this is the newest model. Sleek, black casing, 64 gig memory model. Nice. I don't care how many gigs of RAM it has. The thing is through all battery charge in 2 hours. And you drop thing half a minute into a pillow and the screen shatters. At least you can stream movies. I'd like to see another rerun of the 101 War Memorial scene in Pyongyang. Fair enough. Into the trash it goes. Oh damn. Hey Nicholas. Yeah, probably something about like that. Well, at least this one can take pictures. Low quality, low resolution pictures can be enlarged into decent prints. I don't have a webcam. There only appears to be 2 contacts. Jong and Yuji. Maybe I can add my cousin to the list for quick testing. Texting. How do you even get about password protecting? You can't even add anyone on this phone. Frustrated, I heard towards the bathroom. Pretty much this, playing games. At least it's something they are up to date with in North Korea. It's pretty ordinary. An ordinary sink, an ordinary shower. What about you, Nicholas? And a really, really ordinary toilet. I mean, there's nothing special about this toilet at all. White porcelain, flush handle. Looks like an older 3.5 gallons per flush model. How does he know so much about toilets? It's completely inauspicious. Inauspicious. Nice. How's the poker going? Are you winning a lot? No fancy buttons to push or anything might attack with a strange water gun. Seriously, I cannot express how plain and ordinary this toilet is. Why is he complaining about the toilet? Jeez, this place must be getting to me. I'm pondering the existential properties of the goddamn latrines here. Probably, sure. I guess I'd take a quick shower. Oh no. It's time I'm losing more than I'm winning right now. But once I'm at favorite, doing pretty okay in school. Oh, that's good. Are you still having Are you still in the plus side in all, considering how much you played? $5K. Not a bouncy. Wouldn't be bad at all. A few minutes later. After showering, I hear a voice coming from the kitchen. Are you going to come out for breakfast soon? Are you going to waste this month's entire water ration? Oh. I don't think it took any longer in the restaurant than normal. You took 2 minutes staring at the toilet alone. That is true. What? You have cameras in the bathroom? Come on. Of course not. Don't be ridiculous. I'll get over here so you can all have breakfast. I'll be right there. After yesterday's debacle with the Tokyo Hotel t-shirt, I've decided to stick to another plain clothing. A pair of tan cargo pants, blue t-shirt would be fine, right? Donning my clothing, I head over to the table for breakfast. Good morning. Hope you rested well. As well as expected for the first time in the new place. I'm used to it though. It's all good. I'm glad to hear that. You see, this is at the end. So if you'd be so kind, so we can serve you. Oh no. Thanks, I'm looking forward to it. The 2 girls will be sitting on either side of me. Yunji brings a plate of cold noodles, rice gruel, and what appears to be some beef sauce. Once everyone is eating, we begin eating. I never had cold noodles for breakfast before. It's okay. Doesn't compare to cold pizza. But still, not bad. I'm so glad you were able to compare your handmade meal with leftover American takeout. Don't be like that. I'll take handmade meals over takeout any day. Yes, Myunji. Don't think he's meant anything by that. Whatever. What is donks? Why so many donks? We finished eating. I helped clean up the dishes despite their protests. I feel bad letting you clean up after breakfast alone. You're a guest. You should be relaxing. It's okay, really. I'm used to KP duty. I remember this one time. Oh man, Gunny was so pissed. He had me cutting potatoes all night. I'm not allowed to show the nudity here. After like hour 4 hours, so actually maybe donks are generally Russian nobodies. They race like crazy. Ah, aggressive players, Russian players. After like hour 4, I was so in the zone. I swear to God, almost pure grenade was filled in the box. Besides, the quicker you botch get done, the quicker we get out and explore. All Westerners are so forgetful. We told you yesterday only one of us should go with you today. One of us has to stay behind in case of Gloria Leader's calls and need us. Right, sorry, I've forgotten. We'll have a list of potential places you are allowed to go visit. Each day you can pick an area, and one of us will accompany you there. How will you know who gets to? I don't have to pick between you two, do I? Because seriously, I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here. You don't have to worry about anything. we each other have our own areas that we know about. So whichever area you select, the one most suited for taking you there, will go with you. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Great. Can we quit the tutorial now and pick a date? Place already? Did you just say date place? Is that not correct? Yeah. Let me take a look at the map. Certainly. Here you go. Young hands me the piece of paper. It's been a pretty rough day this Korea. I didn't realize I had to fill out data sheets on this while on vacation. What are you blabbering about now? We're commenting on this pitiful excuse of a map you've given me? Looks like something elementary school with no funding for decent photographer would print. This game is called, what was it called? Stay Stay? It's a, I guess a novel. Alp. What do you call this kind of game? I'll have you know this man was printed by the prestigious brigade of Korean cartographers. A visual novel, yeah. Using the finest machine printing technology. If you say so. Shut up and pick a date location already. Oh. So. Can go there. So, where are we going? And who are we going with? Welcome back, Sal. Are we going with Junji or Joan? Wall. Occupy Korea. Evil Occupy Korea. No, go with the flat one. The flat one is Junji. So which part are we going? Let's go to the sea area, I guess. Go. Looking over the map, a coastal area on the east side of the peninsula has been circled in red ink. Also, the code in the code looks like someone added bikini spirits there. I didn't even see that. Let me save here. Yeah. Bikini spirits. Who am I to argue with an unseen head of fake beckoning me along? Looks like this may be a little hall. From Warsaw looks like to be a cool place to go. There's usually lots of to do at the beach, right? I swear if I ever find you who wrote that comment out about the bikini code, you'll be going into the gulag for a month. Well, I'm not taking you there. Just forget it and pick it somewhere else. Oh, and here I was hoping to split watermelons. To get split watermelons for a while. Jung had me help her with the sunscreen. You think you can take me then, John? Of course, it will be my pleasure. Well, then it's settled. I'll grab something to wear at the beach and we can drive over. Oh no, you don't. Nothing is settled. Hear me now. You'll get your scrawny butt back here. And you, sister, don't you even think about trying to itch in my date. You want to go with me alone, Rage? Oh fuck. No, sister. That's not my fault Rage wants to. Don't place blame on me. You're the one who flipped out when I suggested going to Wonsan, Yunji. You're goosing the question. That's it. We're going. Get your bathing suit and meet me at the car. 3 kings on the flop. Damn. But you just said we wouldn't go there. I changed my mind. As an American says, nutter up or shut up. I know for a fact I didn't teach her that. Yunji starts to head back to her room when John calls out, "Don't forget your bikini." I'm not wearing one. He can swim if he wants to. I'll wait on the beach. But it really won't be a date if I'm the only one swimming. Go ahead. Just wear some shorts and one piece if you're nervous. You could still swim though. That won't do. The code clearly calls for bikini spirits. Glorious leader has written this into the code himself. She must wear a bikini. No. Fine. It can't be helped if the glorious leader has instructed me to wear one. Good. You need some sun anyway, sister. Well, going to grab my stuff so we can head out. I'll pack some snacks for the ride. Yunji needs to get ready too. It might take her a few minutes to dig out the bikini, the mess she calls a room. Young laughs as she leaves the room. Hey, I pick up all my things once a month, whether I need or not. How in the world does your room get so messy when the country barely allows you to any consumer goods over here? All Koreans have access to bountiful supplies of mother. You and I both know that's not true. What happens to everyone is equal. Everyone here is equal. Some are just more equal than others. Anyway, it's a fairly lengthy drive, so we need to hurry. Don't forget your bikini. She's probably stewing over that one. She's stubborn when she's annoyed. I guess best go find my swim trunk and get moving. Really hate the fact the new phone is confiscated. There's no way I'll be able to get anything better than a 1970s KGB spy photos level pictures with a dinosaur phone. I'm still surprised it even takes colored photos. Well, nothing I can do now. I'll go off. Why must you take so long to get ready? I was gone for 5 minutes. How was that taking long? Do you know what could happen in those extra 2 minutes you took staring at yourself in the mirror? I'm certain a lot of things could happen, but I'm not sure why it matters. It matters because you could already been in the car 2 minutes ago. True, but we could also could have been in the car for these past 2 minutes if you didn't lecturing me, supposing you're taking too long to get ready. There's that, annoying attention to facts again. Let's just get going already, stupid. Before I can reply, Yunji has already grabbed my hand and dragging me out the front door. Just like that, we're in the car and on the road. I can't tell if you drag me by the hand because you love me or you hate me. Oh, please. I heard your heart beat faster instinct and I grabbed it. So quit complaining and enjoy like you don't enjoy it. Who said I was complaining? Yunji gets close up to my face while she frowns. You sure you sounded like complaining with that nonsense question? Well, suddenly the car strikes into a pothole and Yunji falls into me. A perfectly awkward fashion, her lips smacks on mine. She bleach? You did that on purpose, didn't you? No, that's that improper make-out session was all due to terrible conditions your country roads had. A likely excuse. You just wanted to steal my first kiss, didn't you? How would you even know that would be your first kiss? Well, you used some of your mystical protagonist powers, didn't you? What in the hell are you rambling about? Don't even know anymore. All I know is you stole my first kiss. How would you make that up to me? Make it up to you? Are you serious? You were the one who fell into me. So I guess you could say it this way, it's your fault. Well, that doesn't count, you hear me? I'll deny if anyone asks. Sure, but deep down, you always know you liked it. I winked at her, hoping Yunji would make Yunji stewed in anger just a little bit more. I'm going to kill you and feed you to the Kunkyo. Kunkyo, what's a Kunkyo? A sinister fox that can turn into a beautiful woman and eats the hearts of the men, especially protagonists. So a beautiful woman who kills men. Guess you have some competition. Just shut up. Scoot over some. Want to take a nap. It's going to be a long ride. Say please. Please? Well, since you said please. Here, get some rest. I scoots over and decided to seat before I can say anything. You already popped her head on my lap. Oh, hey Rage, mind if I use your lap for a pillow? No, of course. Go right ahead, thanks for asking. Oh, hush already. You stole my first kiss, now you owe me this much. Do I? Are you sure this is enough? It's fine. I pat her head softly and she smiles. Do you like that? I don't hate it or anything. A few minutes, Yunji dozes off in my lap. What am I going to do with you, Yunji? I keep stroking her hair and feel my own eyes getting heavily as I go softly along the road, surprisingly well paved. Wake up, sleepy pants. We're in Wonsan. Time to get on our date. She seems pretty happy. That's unusual. Wait, what should we do first? It's pretty hot already. What about go to the beach first? We can see the rest of the town later. Maybe visit the shrine or look at some shops. Sounds like a plan. Let us hit the beach. Yunji giggles. Wait, she giggles? Is that right? That totally doesn't match her personality. I need to have a serious talk to whoever is in charge here. Are you coming with me or are you planning to stay in the car the whole time? And I miss out some ham-fist beach episodes, no way. Well, let's get changed then. Understood. Lead the way. I don't even need to offer to put out my hand as she already grabbed it and is taking me over to a small hut just off the shoreline. Maybe calling it a hut is a bit much. It's more like an outhouse. Worse. There's only one. So we will be going in one at a time. Whistle. Wait, why are we both standing outside of it? Well, what are you waiting for? I was waiting for you, ladies first and all that. Would you mind going first? Wait a minute. After all this bravado about the glorious leader and dragging me to the beach, you are scared to go put it on first? Look, I'm nervous, okay? Never worn a bikini in front of a man before. But I only worn in front of Jong, and I don't like it wearing in front of her either. I can understand, maybe she's shy around a guy, but why your own sister? Because she always gets the attention. I wonder why. I think someone may be a little jealous. Worse than that, she always tells me that I haven't grown at all. I keep trying to tell her that's more women that's more to women than breast size, but she just laughs. The guys are always staring at her. Sometimes I wish they stare at me, but not that I like it or anything. This might be the first time I ever heard a woman say they wished guys would stare at her. Flat. She's flat! Usually most women wish they would stop staring. Guess it would be uncomfortable, but also sort of validate you in a way. Speaking of uncomfortable, the suddenly honesty from Yunji has made me uncomfortable. Okay, I'll go in first and get changed. Thank you, I'm grateful for your understanding. I think nothing of it. It won't be long. I go inside the outhouse. The first thing I notice is it's freaking dark inside. You think I wouldn't be surprised in all this, considering the lack of updated infrastructure as seen in Pyongyang and the rest of the country. Yet here I am creating a monologue at how annoyed I am at the lack of electricity. Why didn't the builders put a sky window in or something? Or something could have requested an outhouse scene with a candle or torch. Hint, hint. Still a few minutes later, I'm in my skitty silkies and ready to hit the beach. Now I'm playing it cool for Miss Sandra. Heat up by giving the consigliere on exit. Well, a minimalist approach sometimes leaves the greatest impact, or should I've been told. I'm still skeptical about that though. Since it was just some bullshit congressman told us when it came to cutting the Marine Corps fonts, though. Oh yeah, he attacks players complain every time the corps gets a new uniform. But did you know that the grunts actually have to buy them with their own money? Yeah, ain't that bullshit. Anyway, need to show up like those. No need to show up like those Navy flyboys. Are you okay in there? You didn't fall, did you? This outhouse barely fits the half-starved Korean worker. Don't think there would be enough room for me to sit down, let alone. Well, come on out already so I can get changed. I guess. That's my cue. I push open the door and slowly step out. I guess you are acceptable for an American. That seems very, very bland reception. Just take the compliment. Your face betrays you. I have no idea what you're saying at all. Sorry, idiom. Remind you again why I put up with you? Deep down, you know I'm cute. Better be careful. If your ego inflates you too much, you won't be able to get back onto the outhouse to change. Yeah. If it inflates past Mace, I might just flow away across the border to the separatist Korea. Keep blabbing and you just might. I'm just gonna change now. Try not to miss me too much. Aww. I'll try. But your bubbly presence is like a beacon of light in the night. Especially a flashlight from another marine going by a watch time, bitch. That's awful, yet her worst pickup line before. With that, she walks into the outhouse and slams the door behind her. Pretty sure she mumbled something about stupid American outside as she changed. Someone who complained about me taking too long to get ready. Yoonji hasn't exactly been the model of speed changing herself. It's been 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure she hasn't made a peep. Yeah, it's taking too long. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Just taking my time, okay? Taking your time? Are you in change in your swimsuit yet? Yes? Are you coming down with some case of shyness? I already told you, I've never worn a swimsuit in front of a man before, so I'm a little nervous. Okay? Would it help if I closed my eyes and walked as before you walked out? A little. Okay, my eyes are closed. Come on out. I don't know. And tell me to open them when ready. What if I'm never ready? Banned. Then you had to leave me around Pyongyang describing everything to me in text box like some sort of low budget visual novel. Okay, I'm coming out. I hear the door open slowly and her muffled footsteps coming out from the outhouse. I think I'm okay. You can open them now. You guys ready? Ta-da! Let's try this. Do I look okay? Okay, she's hotter than Willie Peach going off in the crowded market square. Yunji looks fantastic. I mean, she's not filled out as her sister, but still something everyone in this game, you know. Sure this is allowed? Fairly sure it is. I mean, it's... You could choose it under game category. I'm getting changed. Whoa, hold up, Yunji. Don't mistake my silence for disapproval. I was monologuing. I don't understand. Yunji, you look great. You don't have nothing to worry about. And to be honest, I guarantee you, guys are staring at you, just can't see them. Again, I don't understand. Could you just speak plainly? Sorry, I meant that you have nothing to worry about. Thank you. I feel a lot better. I was worried I wasn't attracted. You are. Though maybe you need to lighten up on the Sunday routine. Now let's hit the beach. Head over to the beach. And I must admit, the ocean is exceptionally clean and blue here. Hope it stays that way. They could probably make some money off tourism of this ocean. Well, if they got over the whole build nukes and piss off the entire world thing. Spread out the towels and put up an umbrella. It's then I noticed we are forgetting something. Hey Yunji, did you bring any sunblock? No, I'm afraid we didn't have any. Do we need it? Sunburns are not a joking matter. Do you know... Do you want to know how much of a tan I got after my 9 months deploying and baking up Gensan? If you're so worried, they might have something in the store over there. Better lead the way. This might freak out and go alone, I'm not sure. Well, can't have you shot being nice to me and all that. Gensi grabbed my hand and led into the store. Well, what's being passed as a store? I'm pretty sure this store is state-run. It's small, sparse, and the cashier is wearing an army uniform. Oh, he has a little rifle slung over his shoulder. Because, you know, what if you had to engage invading naval infantry? I suppose that's one way to discourage shoplifting. This shop was set up specifically to service to foreign tourists, but we can't be too careful with foreigners. So, it needs protection. Maybe if you didn't confiscate the t-shirt deemed anti-Korean propaganda, if you wouldn't need a state-run shop like this. I'm not having another discussion about us taking your t-shirt. Though I have to admit, if you want to get foreigners spending money in your shops, confiscating half their stuff is a way to get rid of it. To get one way to do it. I'm going to let that one slide, but only because you compliment my swimsuit. Let's find the sunblock and go. There's not a lot in the store, which means selection leaves a lot to be desired. Just everything else in this country. There's only one bottle of sunblock. It appears to be past its shelf date, and it's only $2.50 to boot. Well, beggars can be choosers. Literally. There's no choice here. I pick it up, pay the nice, heavily armed cashier. We are on our back. Just a warning, this bottle won't survive the day. We're going to have reapply this early and often. How early and often do you think? I'll say about the time we're done applying the first coat. Whatever, I'm going to lay down and relax. Would you like to apply sunblock? Would you like me to apply sunblock on your back? Is this some sort of excuse to get your hands on me? Typically it would, but now I'm just looking out for you. And I suppose after all you want me to rub it on you? Well, yeah. I don't want to get sunburned either. We should go indoor skiing. Maybe next trip. We'll be lucky if we get there on another date. Yunji turns around and let me apply sunblock on her back. In turn, she does this to me. Afterwards, we finish slathering up, and lay down under the umbrella on our towels. It's okay if we nap for a bit. She naps quite a lot. Holy crap. Then I take a dip in the ocean. That sounds like fun, sure. And with that, she smiles and closes her eyes. That's it. Boop. I guess I'll do the same. Rage-kun, you're in danger. Oh. Is this some sort of a dream? Pretty much. Did I get the ominous voice thing right? It was okay. I heard scarier. Oh fuck. Is this better, maggot? Ah, Gunny. What the hell are you doing here? Do not give me that shit, maggot. You are in danger, you limp dick fuck nugget. God damn it, gonna get out of my dreams. That's Gunny from what's the other goal game? The Panzer game, Panzer Division game. Panzer Girls. What the hell is completely weird and unnecessary? It's the same developer, by the way. But I'm fairly sure Panzer Girls is not allowed on Twitch. Are you okay over there, Yunji? Looking over, I notice Yunji is not there. Only then do I notice a splashing in the ocean. Looks like Yunji is having fun swimming. Well, I guess she does know how to have fun. She glances my way and notices I'm awake, and waves me over, and I head into the water. Kirby Panzer tanks. Kind of cold, not too bad. Glad to see you're awake. I was afraid you wouldn't get a chance to go swimming. How long was I out? About an hour or so. Unfortunately, the driver came and woke me up. We have to head back soon. Glorious Leader put the whole country on high alert. If we don't get back home before a certain time, we have to spend the night either at a hotel or have to camp out somewhere. Oh dear. Sounds serious. What happened? Seems to have been a national emergency yet again. It appears our Glorious Leader has run out of important French wines, and therefore we are under alert until the next shipment can come. That doesn't seem to warrant martial law. Reports are incomplete, but Glorious Leader wouldn't institute such a drastic action unless it was justified. I guess I buried the gift deep in my big bag at the house. Huh? Nothing important, just carry on. Well, either way, Let's not ruin our fun. We should swim a little before changing and heading home. And with that, we splash around a couple swimming races and generally have a good time. Or try to anyway. My tension of being in this country grows by the minute. Afterwards, we get changed and head back for Pyongyang. I wish we could have stayed a little longer. It's a nice little shrine in the area. We could have made a wish. Well, a subtle way to make a wish. Dandelions, falling stars, even the digits on the clock. One of those things doesn't sound like others. If you have a digital clock somewhere, you wait for the number to align, and at a time like 11:11, you make a wish. I'll give it a try sometime, but would you mind letting me use your lap for a pillow again? Holy crap, this woman sleeps a lot. I could use another nap. No worries. And with that, she lays down her head on my lap again. We're heading home the same way we went to the beach. Get the whole national emergency thing is just more than, it's just propaganda. To make sure Korean populace knows who's really in control here. It really blows. The two people I've interacted with most seem really nice. They deserve better than being on a false high alert. Yoink. Looking up, I see the driver staring back at me in the rear view mirror. Oh god, that's hard. If he knows that I noticed something, then obviously don't care, because he makes no motion and stopped looking at me. How does he drive then? I'm not sure what to make of it. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Sleepy. It's been about an hour since we arrived from our first date expedition in Korea. Yoonji insisted on cooking dinner for everyone. Jung gone to her room, writing her diary. I'm sprawled out on the floor, just staring at the ceiling. It's grey. Looks like the roof had a leak on top, as I think there must be some mold damage. To be honest, I'm a bit bored. I heard that Korea had a thriving nightlife scene. Apparently it's all in Seoul, in what Yeonjang and Yeonji call occupied area of the country. It appears my friends from the northern half of the peninsula. Pyongyang is anything but nightlife paradise. Quite the opposite. It's pretty much what amounts of curfew law here. So instead of knocking back a few with the ladies, I'm staring at the ceiling. I figure I'd go say hi to John. Make my way to Yoonji's room, and I knock on the door. Hey John, how's the writing? Not so bad, I'm just trying to keep track of your trip, so I can reflect on it in years to come. Sounds nice, come take a look at it? Of course not, woman's journal is sacred. No man should be looking at it. The journal is a pretty sophisticated name for a diary. I suppose so. I guess I just like the word better. Sounds like something an adult would keep. I suppose to a high school girl being over 18 years old. That seems like an awful specific example, but I think you get where you're going. So how can I help you? Well, I guess we're not allowed to go out tonight. So I was wondering if what you and Yoonji are doing for fun at these times. We read and listen to the radio, fix each other's hair, Yeah, I guess you could let you mess with my hair a bit, but I doubt you want me anywhere yours. Why not? The only hair experience I have is from the barracks, and by that I mean Sunday night high tide cuts before Monday morning formation. So I got anything else in mind? We do have a couple of board games, most are for 2 players. But I think we have our parents. One of our parents had one growing up. We could play that together. It's been a while since I played a board game. Guess it could be fun. You don't sound too enthusiastic about the prospect. You'll be fine, unless you're really feeling a buzz cut. Rather not look like a boy. Like anyone would mistake you for a boy. It's not like you're. It appears Yunji snuck into us while we were talking. You better not finish that word. European pop stars, eh? Rage. He wanted to play some board game. But we only have a game that's made for more than two. That's made for more than 2 people. I know. Looks like time to break it out. First time in ages. So I'm so excited. Well, the 2 of you seem pretty high on the idea. So what are we playing? Never said. Well, I'll tell you later. Let's go eat quickly so I can play. Yeah, what's it called? Twister. I'll tell you later. Let's go eat quickly so we can play. Yunji ushers us out to eat dinner. Mostly light fare tonight. Steamed rice with some vegetables along with with the usual kimchi. It's North Korea. Sal. I don't think they have StarCraft yet. Maybe the first one. The first StarCraft. Seems like it's kimchi with every meal. May end up hating cabbage after this trip. We eat in comfortable silence. And when we're finished, I help Yunji clean up, and Young goes to fetch the game. While drying, I can hear Jung humming from the other side of the room as she sets up the game. She sounds pretty happy. Makes me smile. Okay, I got the board set up. Whenever you're both done in here. Dibs on the original leader token. Okay. You can't call dibs when we're all sitting in the room. It's like calling shotgun before you bring out the weapons to choose from. That's not what calling shotgun means at all. I don't care. I call dibs. Fine. Swear you're such a child sometimes. As to emphasize your Jones' point, Yoon just sticks her tongue out at her. Walked over and see what almost looked like a familiar game to me. What? Board and set up to appear very much like Trompoly. It's a property buying game based on purchasing overpriced hotels properties in Miami. Upon closer expansion, I found out how different the game really is. Stay, Democratic People Republic of Korea, the game of annexation. Take over the leadership of Contras countries oppressed by capitalism and convert them into a way of one true Korean. I would love to learn Korean. Wow. I've seen alternate editions of Trompoli based on college campuses and popular movies. I thought it was called Monopoly. But this must, but this has to be the most offensive rip-off I ever seen. As future I can't even speak anymore. Representatives of the one true Korea, the game is vital to learning how to liberate the world from the shackles of capitalism. Not sure I can agree with that statement, but seeing that there isn't much else in the docket, tell me how to play. Reading is really hard. The money over there is called the leader's trust, in which he entrusts us to use to buy and influence the world. You roll and remove your token, and when you land on a country, everyone pitches their share to purchase sovereign ground for a Korean embassy. When you own all the countries on in a color block, you can start placing consulates. Once you have 4 consulates in a country, you can trade them in for an ambassador. When all the countries in a color block have ambassadors, you can convert them into cabals. Then the fun part. When all the countries in a color block have cabals, you can roll the Korean occupation dice against the foreign government dice. If the Korean dice rolls higher than the foreign dice roll, you can successfully lead the coup d'etat. Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like Risk. Or maybe just a Hillary campaign. Taking over the region, converting that block into Korean property. Get a bonus to your roll. The more covered the color block, the lower the bonus. As it's harder to get stubborn countries to turn. This is not the spirit of Trompoli at all. It's in fact a little frightening that point in the game to lead coups against friendly capitalist nations. Not to mention the one other factor. So tell me, what are the victory conditions? Convert all the color blocks on the board to Korean control. Seriously? I thought the original Trompoli took forever to play. The victory conditions for this game are particularly unreachable without playing this far as an end. Stop whining, Yankee Doodle. The average playing time in this is mere 17 hours. Wow. Not counting the bathroom with meal breaks. Sorry, that's 19 hours. We're not really going to play this for 19 hours, are we? Maybe we can play a shortened version tonight. Stop after a couple hours. After all, we do need our sleep and energize for tomorrow's date. You guys know that's not how you use word in America. Therefore, no soldier will complain about going on dates with 2 girls. You're not one of those. How do you say, don't ask, don't tell, are you? First of all, no. We did away that with policy back in 2010. I don't know what it is. It's like a magnet to the boobs. Guess just finding it surprising that you want to call our outing dates from the get-go. Don't worry too much. We're going to play or not. She grabs what I assume is the end of the original leader token and places on the stay. Here, the other two tokens, pick whatever you want. It's a Korean flag on a pole, and a bowl of kimchi, and another leader figure. A nuclear warhead, and what appears to be a blob with a muzzle. Guess that token slipped past quality control. I guess I'll take the bowl of kimchi. Great. I take the Unified Bulb Workers Party. I haven't even I don't even know how to play the game. For sure, we can try it out later. You mean that blob is actually supposed to look like that? Please kindly refrain from insulting tokens of Workers' Party. Sorry, my bad. We will love to see who goes first. Unity gets the honor. She does so, moves her token. You're great. Okay, everyone, chip in your share so we can secure the embassy space. Come again? We all have to pay? We explained this earlier. The money is communal from the leader. We all have to pool in the equality equally to get what we want in these countries. But that means at the end of the game we do have the same amount of money. Of course it will, don't be silly. We are all equals in the eyes of the leader. I'll fork over some cash, Yankee Doodle. Why would you mind not calling me that? You're American, right? Yankee Doodle Dandy? Don't think they even sing that in elementary school anymore. Anyway, my turn. I'll stop at Rhodesia. Everyone kick in. Did the makers of the game know that Rhodesia isn't a country anymore? How old is this game anyway? A minor detail besides there aren't many other nations nearby worth annexing. It's your turn, by the way. Okay, I'm rolling Common Workers Chest. Oh, you get to pick a card from the red pile. The card reads, the leader needs everyone in Sweden. Move the token to Sweden and pay the double for anything purchased as a compensation for the leader's visit to the Swedish bikini team. I don't think there's really ever was a Swedish bikini team. It's just a beer commercial gag. I heard that rumor as well, as if women would objectify themselves in small amounts of clothing for the pleasure of men. Yeah. You're on to talk. Those skirts don't even leave much to imagination. She hops up faster than lands couple trying to avoid the duty. Stop looking! Purple suits you really well, Genji. They are not purple, they are lavender. Why am I explaining this? Good question. It's your turn. You continue playing this for hours. Opportunity card. Go directly to Yodok for getting intoxicated and falling to secure an embassy in Greenland. What? Again? I swear I put 10 of those cards in that set. Hours. How could you fail to roll to take over Norway and Sweden, Finland block? Those pesky Finns. It's like their fault their spooky phones Santa Claus baking. And ours. John, wake up. Wake up. Whoops. No need to shout in my ear, sister. After what seems to be eternity, we finally decide to finish up. Oh god, can we please stop? It's 1 a.m. We still don't have enough to buy embassies in Mexico, Canada, USA block. The leader in this game for sure doesn't mind taking back his seed money for his own purpose. That papal leader's memoirs? It's brutal. I think we can stop now. Besides, it looks like Yunji is out cold. Yunji is on the floor, curled into a ball, snoring away. I try to nudge to wake her up, but no avail. She's down for the count. Think you can carry her to bed? Yeah. I'll put away the game. Sure thing. Good night, John. Pleasant dreams. What? She said sweet dreams yesterday. I kneel down and gently get my arms under Yunji, lifting her up from the floor. She's pretty light. Well, not exactly, she's carrying around much. I walk her to her room, put her on the bed and put a blanket over her as she mumbles something in her sleep. Death to America. Pig. Dog. Love you North Koreans too. One Korea idiot. I can't help but smile as I head back to her room to lay down for the night. Maybe we can do something other than attempt to subverge the foreign governments via bad knockoffs of board game tomorrow. God again. It's more like I fell out of the bed. I have to mess with the phone a bit to get the alarm music to turn off. I don't even know what time it is. Looks my clock is out. It's pretty dark inside, too, actually. Trying to turn on the lamp. Nothing either. Checking my phone again. It's 4:47. Must be another one of those infamous power outages. I sit back down on the bed and consider taking a shower to pass the time. However, I definitely can make out the water running background. Guess someone can beat me to it. Oh. Kicking back on the bed, let my eyelid rest a bit, gather my thoughts about the coming day. Certainly been something of an experience since I arrived in Korea. I can't complain too much about the company. The girls are both cute and fun in their own way, but the devotion to the glorious leader borders on creepy. Something is off about this country, dangerously off. At least I made raid on the D-Lab and got free Korean lesson. Well, as free and as 2 years of shit chewing me in the Monterey Bay can be. Just never thought it would be the whole country on occasion like that. Either way, I need to stay focused. Watch what I say. People here already give me the death glares when I'm out. Whoa, dozed off for a second there. What time is it now? Huh. It's quiet. I guess the shower is free now. I strip down to my silkies, grab the towel from the travel bag, and tiptoe over to the bathroom. If someone was still asleep, I had to wake them up. I will hate to wake them up. Especially if Yunji I can almost feel her fist in my gut thinking about that. Once I step inside the bedroom, I can smell the sweet scent of shampoo and feel the warm, humid air wash over me. I take a few seconds and feel around the light switch. Click. No effect, I guess. The power is still out. I drop my silkies and toss my towel over the shoulder, taking one more shot at the light switch a few more times. Click. Click. Whoa. The low hum of power curses through the living room and blinding me while the whole room lighting up. Ah! I panic at the sound of this shouting and fall into my arms before my hand lands on something soft. Oh. After a few moments I regain my vision. Oh shit. Hello darkness, my old friend. I would say good morning, but it seems like you already had one. What? She gestures down towards the silkies around my ankles, my hand on her chest. Oh shit. I yank him back up to my waist. Shit, Yuji is asleep. Let's just pretend this didn't happen. It was an accident. Mistake! Only a few more minutes, I can use the shower when I'm done. Oh god, this is awkward. Sorry, I'll knock next time. It's okay, just keep this between us. Sure thing. Jung doesn't bother to explain anything else that she skips out of the bathroom and over to Yunji's bedroom. However, she just glanced back at me more than once. I'm just glad I didn't slug there, here. But that comes just now. Something seems off. I wish I knew what's going on. Well, nothing to be done about it. Hop in the shower and draw the curtain. By the way, I used all the hot water. Jung giggles and ducks back out of the room again. She could have warned me a bit earlier. I guess it's a fair bit of a revenge. Working quickly, I grab the soap and wash up, head back to the bedroom to change. After pulling on my shirt, my nice walkie-talkie with a keypad flashing. Looks like I'm having a text message from John. Breakfast is ready, Romeo. Guess I text back. Thanks, I'll be right there. Right over. God, I hate hitting the number keys over to get their letter. How did they survive texting in the 90s? My fingers are already cramping. What do I give to autocorrect? This is... Well, response was fast. You are going to teach Yonji proper English. Maybe I just get to breakfast. I hear the ghost giggling in the room. Nice to see you. Nice to see you two getting your has in at my expense. And I thought Americans was proficient in cutting-edge technology. You can't even work texting functions on a modern cell phone. The phone you gave me, as well as the ones you have, are not cutting edge. They're dinosaurs from the 90s. Only old people use these models anymore. I'm guessing you never even got to see the phone that's confiscated from me, did you? Not really, no. But I'm certain it wasn't anything close to what you're going to use now. If she only knew that she was still incorrect. That reminds me, I have to charge my phone for the day. I'll be right back. Anyway, I'm not used to be the type of phone you gave. I'm not used to the type of phone you gave me, so I don't take that as an indication of my English skills. Yunji whips out her phone and taps the keys like lightning. Zzz. If you say so. Yunji sticks out her tongue at me. Thanks for the support. Jong pokes at me and head back in. I'm sorry, did I interrupt your lover's quarrel? Like I ever would. Oh, be a bit more cheerful, sister. Jung smiles brightly. Well, aren't you the baskets of sunshine today? Get good news? Hit me by surprise, one could say. I avert my eyes as she says this, but I catch her blush as she says this. Let's just eat. I made eggs and toast. Boiled eggs and toast. Sounds pleasantly different. Well, I want to try a more traditional American breakfast. Don't think too much about it. It was just something I wanted to try. You never had boiled egg and toast before? Well, it typically is boiled rice and kimchi. When isn't it rice and kimchi? Lunch is boiled noodles and kimchi. Somehow I think you're missing the point. What do you eat in your so glorious army? In boot camp it's like I don't want to talk about it. I'll take your word. Anyway, let's eat. We sit down, you deserves of boiled egg and toast, as well as rice and beans. Simple fare, but it's all been prepared well. Of course, I help clean up afterwards, and it seems like the girls are used to that now, as they don't complain. Once done, they approach me with their map again. So what date route are we going today? The way you say that makes me think the whole thing has been scripted. Not at all. Now hurry up and decide so we can get ready. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She groans as I salute her while saying it. Well, time to look at the map and click at the place to go. Pick the place to go. Are we gonna keep going with Yunji? The flat? I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right back. And back. On the forums. This time the weebos have gone too far. Thanks to the short-sighted devs out to make quick buck back to autistic weeps. North Korea is going to hack Steam over this. Mark my words. Thanks. Devs response. We're going home to South Korea. Oh dear. So we're going Yunji all the way. Why not? China, not evil. So, what do we have to choose from? Yangakdo, Pueblo, Pueblo. Let's go. Sounds Mexican, like Pablo. Okay, Pueblo. Hidden amongst all the Korean names, placed in Sans very, very odd name. Placed in East Asian. I got to see what's behind this. I'm curious how a place called Pueblo ended up on the map of Korea. Care to explain? I can do better than that. I can show you. Get dressed and we'll go there. I never actually said I wanted to go there. Too late. No back takes. We're going there. That's final. That's take backs. And I can't take anything back as I didn't ask for it in the first place. You may as well give up. Going to Pueblo is one of Yunji's favorite destinations. If you don't go willingly, we'll just drag you there anyway. Can you give me the gist of what's there? This guess is better than you see it for yourself. Don't want to spoil that Yunji's fun. Yunji has fun outside picking and tormenting her comrades? Of course he does. She also torments me. That's not tormenting, John. That's just sisterly affection. Stealing my clothes and towel from the base shower room, forcing me to chase you, is not showing affection. I've only done that once. No, you've done it 11 times. It wasn't even funny. You're cute even once. I beg to differ on the cute part. See? Even the American over here thinks it would be funny. No, she said. No, he said cute, which means he might be thinking of something rather dirty. Guilty as charged, comrade, commissar. Haha, very funny. If you sass your commander in the Korean People's Army, you'll get shot. She is always so sarcastic. What? Even my humor is bad enough to get shot? I suggest you'll try while we're out today and see what gets you. Anyway, go get dressed. I'll call the driver. Ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Well, time to take a quick shower and get dressed so I can see what the big surprise is. Shower again? Yunji is excited about but curious, scared at the same time. Showered, clothed. Clothed. Check. Wallet. Check. Cell phone. Damn it. I'm ready as I ever been. Do all Americans take so long to get ready? What are you talking about? I was gone for 10 minutes tops, including the shower. And you've been whipped for 5 times, 5 minutes over the time limit. I mean, to tell you, you can get ready in 5 minutes. That's surprising considering the state of your room. I imagine it would take you at least that long to find yourself your shoes. Why is that? Don't Westerners get ready in 5 minutes? Hell no, they don't. I mean, shit, my sister takes 30 minutes just to put on her makeup, let alone to pick out what to wear. Of course, then again, you have the advantage of that you already know to wear your uniform. He does have a point. On days off, it takes me a couple of extra minutes to pick between the 3 acceptable off-duty blouses that I own. Yeah, you're pretty annoyed that way. But still, 5 minutes? That doesn't seem... Stop wasting time. Driver is waiting. And with that, Yoonji grabs my hand. Force drags me out of the door. What's with these girls and drag me by the hand? Follow gets beacon barking orders at me. Stop dragging your toes. 1, 2, 1, 2. Seems like he can read my mind. It's scary, I tell you. Once outside, I can see the car waiting. The driver is watching our approach. I'm pretty sure he's snickering at Yoonji's dragging me around like an overstuffed rucksack. I can walk on my own, you know. Perhaps, but don't seem capable of doing it. Sometimes it's just not worth arguing with Yoonji. I give her the raised eyebrows, salute before hopping into the familiar backseat of the car. Purple, driver. The driver grunts in response and he starts the engine up. You know, would he kill you to say please to the poor guy? He does have to drive us to a destination and then sit around in the car until we get back. Not necessary. Glorious leader might call him for him in between. Anyway, he's subordinate. And it's not necessary to show courtesy to a subordinate. They might start expecting it or something if you start doing that. Do you realize that you're not showing courtesy to a man who could literally drive us off a cliff? For Peach's sake, if it makes you happy, I'll thank him. Thanks for driving us, comrade. And for my effort response, same grunt he kept as before. He said thanks. Can we talk about something else right now? Uh-oh. How about telling me what Pueblo is? Because I'm pretty sure it's not anything to do with the city of Colorado. Pueblo is a part of a museum in Pyongyang, ensuring the greatest importance to our national pride and history. Sounds interesting, but why in the world would it be called Pueblo? That's like Spanish name or an Indian tribe in the US. Call me crazy, but I think you're relatively sparse. International ties include Spain or Indians. You aren't crazy. We didn't make the name ourselves. Well, if you didn't make the name, who did? I don't know the name of the individual who named it, but I'm relatively certain it was the member of our government. Your government. I don't get it. Why would a member of our government name some part of a museum in Korea? He didn't name it for us. We got the name the way it was. If you can't piece together from that, you wouldn't understand about 10 minutes as we are not far from the destination. Wow. Gotta piece this together. Name something by someone in the American government. When it came to Korea named that way. It indicates that we named it for ourselves and not Korea's sake. For fuck me. I think I know what it might be, and I don't like it. This museum we are going to wouldn't happen to be related to military operations, would it? Why, yes. It seems to be making progress. We're going to the Pyongyang Victorious War Museum. There's really only one branch in the United States military that places such pomp and circumstance in naming individual vessels. You're taking me to see the naval ship, the USS Pueblo, to be precise. Maybe you aren't as dumb as I thought. You are precisely correct. As an attack helicopter dating simulator made in partnership with the devs. Wow. The USS Pueblo serves as a symbol of one of our country's greatest victories over the capitalist oppression. Well, maybe I can let some of you seaman buddies know the faring in captivity. Stop whining. The only reason we haven't scrapped it is because it's still commissioned. Wait. The Navy still hasn't decommissioned the ship? I mean, if it's some recent incident, I heard about it. This ship is pretty old. Why bother keeping commission on it? I do not know why. At one point there was discussion of returning the ship to your country, but the talks fell through. Good luck trying to give it back when you turn it into a museum. Who says our country wants to give it back? Suddenly I'm really not looking forward to this excursion. Anyway, you get to see countryside of the events. The true side, yes. The rest of the short car ride is completed in silence. Well, I say it was only comfortable silence for Yonji. I mean, yeah, the Marine Corps has a little bit of interverse rivalry with the Navy, but in the same way they're still brothers in arms, our family. God damn, it's getting hard to read. The pervy uncle no one talks about, but still gets invited to Thanksgiving member of the family to be sure, but still family. So I'm just a bit pissed. Yeah, I need a break. One of the ships is being floated in some dumpy North Korean harbor as a tourist trap. Possibly a literal trap at that. It's not going to be an easy excursion. So I'm trying to figure out why my marching orders for this stage thoughts are scattered, and so I'm getting yanked out from the car. Enough daydreaming about my sister. We're here. Wow. You sure it wasn't daydreaming about you? That made her blush. Good. Why would you go say something stupid like that? Of course, you're dreaming of Jung. All the guys do that. They never look at me. You wouldn't happen to be jealous of Jung, would you? Of course not. I don't even care. As fun as it is, I feel a little bad for Junji. I should try and cheer her up some. It's obvious she has trouble connecting with people. Relax, Junji. I wasn't daydreaming of Jung, or even you. Believe it or not, guys think other things on girls from time to time. Is that true? Of course. Sometimes I think about food too. I hate you. I don't believe you. You're too cute to truly hate anyone. So are we going to the museum directly into the ship? I promise you Pueblo, so here we go first. She grabs my hand and starts leading towards the harbor of the Botong River. Sure enough, it's an old Navy ship moored there. However, it doesn't look like much of a combat vessel. Even a marine like myself can tell that ship lacks any modern equipment. And it seems to only be armed with 2 Medusas or Browning 50 caliber machine guns in polite company. Impressive feat capturing Navy sheep. I suppose capturing a combat ship from the second best navy in the world is sort of an accomplishment. High terrain on your poop deck. Well, that's not a combat ship. And just how would you know, Mr. Army Ranger boy? First, I'm not a ranger. I'm not even in the army. Secondly, at some of the decks you're too low. Look at some of the decks, they're too low. Getting into close combat ship is spotted easily, and the weapon seems to be defensive at best. Well, if not for combat, what is the ship used for? I can't say for certain, but I guess it started out as a supply or cargo ship. The low decks would serve well for tossing stuff on and off. That's ridiculous. Why would a supply ship be stationed anywhere near Korean waters? I don't know. When it was captured? January of '68. Oh, that makes sense. That's close to the Vietnam War area. A ship like this would be adequate for reconnaissance missions. So it was meant to be a spy ship after all. Damn. I hope that was just a rumor. Afraid not. If it was caught in the Pacific around Japan or Korea in 1968, was likely attempting to gain info of radio frequencies. It wasn't Japan, it was American ship wasn't Japan, it was American ship clearly violated Korean waters. You'll see when we get to the gallery. Before long, we go to the port of Buffalo. While entering, I have to admit, they kept the boat pretty decent shape. They didn't repair anything of the damage from the gut fire, but outside of that, it's clean and decks appear okay. I guess it could have been worse. Seems you kept the ship in decent shape. Of course we did. It wouldn't be much of a museum if it was in bad condition. As she draws on about how utmost care of taking the Korean Navy to keep the ship in tip-top shape, I head over to the starboard side and faces the water. Looking over gives a stark contrast to the clean facade that gets entering the ship. The starboard side is rusting over, shows signs of no repair in ages. Not even a coat of paint to try and hide the contempt the Koreans feel for the vessel. Bastards. Hey Yunji, the Navy does notice the ships have 2 sides, right? Of course they do. Even I know that. Port, starboard. What about it? The port looks fine, but it doesn't if you touch the starboard. But it doesn't look like the starboard side since been acquired. No one ever looks there anyway. Leave it to you to be the one person to talk over to check the side. Who cares about it? Come on now. You said this was a symbol of a country's greatest victories. Couldn't you put a little bit more effort into preserving it so damn important? Nope, can't be bothered. Front looks good, inside is fine, who cares? Nobody. Who cares about the backside? You just offended assmen everywhere. Whatever, are you coming to check the inside or what? The art of photos, as well as some of the materials crew left behind. Since most of the captured materials has been declassified now. The Workers' Party has placed the original documents back in the code room. Great! It'd be kinda cool to see what the crews the crew was trying to learn. Yunji wastes no time, grabs my hand, dragging me into the inner portions of the ship. On the wall hangs mostly paintings and a couple of pictures, each depicting a part of the Korean narrative of the events of 1968. Even just as a cursory glance shows that the vision of the story is dubious at best. Actually, probably doing the world dubious of disservice, since dubious implies very small chance that there was no truth. There was the truth being told. Most of what I see is a load of bullshit. Hey Yunji, do you think the American ship situated itself right of the offshore mainland to depict as the painting depicts? Of course, you brazen American think you can steal right in front of other people? Well, our Navy showed you how it feel about spies in true Korea. Yeah, I'm sorry. We may be brazen, but we aren't idiots. Why is the captain of the crew wearing just silkies and wife better and a wife beater while holding a half-empty bottle of Grand Style whiskey? Well, maybe that's a part of, isn't it, to make Margaret Gunn is any example. God damn it, I need to stop soon. But seriously, this painting is over depict the crew playing shuffleboard. And the ship was actually invaded by your coastline. Wouldn't they burn all the documents as they thought, where there was a chance of being captured? How would you know? If this is your country's idea of the world's second best navies, aren't you holding much of the you aren't holding much of a standard for the rest of the world? Was Russian Navy a bunch of vodka drinking beer bears and rowboats? She doesn't say anything. In one is what looks like a bunch of Korean guys having fun playing poker. In another what appears to be command crew and Pablo in a group shot. Hey Yunji, this photo appears to be a bunch of Koreans playing card games. What does that have to do with anything? The one in the middle are Americans that were on the ship when we captured. This photo shows them having a good time with our countrymen and how well they were treated in captivity as negotiation ensured. Yeah, not seeing I don't see any Americans in this picture at all. Yeah, I mean, we are a pretty big melting pot in different entities. But there's no way we had that many Asians on crew members back then. Hell, I didn't even see black guys in the photo. I mean, not to be silly, but there's no way it's actually that these are the actual crew members. Clearly you aren't looking hard enough. Those 6 in the middle are absolutely Americans. Racist. I don't think we're going to agree on this. There's nothing to agree to. Facts are facts. And the picture says more than 100 words. We really need to work on your slang. Dropping the subject of why Korea thought it would pass off the Navy crew as ours, I thought it would be a group photo. Turn into a group photo. A few of them sitting down as a group as a part of an interview or something. These guys actually looks like American crew, so it must be a propaganda photo. Looking close and noticing something about the crew members. Something they're doing that changed my opinion at least these sailors. Those glorious bastards. Way to go, boys. This Marine salutes you, absolute madman. What are you rambling about now? Look at the sailors in the photo. See how stationed the hands are and the middle fingers are extended towards the camera? That's pure gold right there. Oh, you mean the Hawaiian good luck sign? Yes. Sailor. The sailors said they were treated so well that they wanted to extend well wishes to our Navy members. After all, they knew what they did was wrong, but it wasn't their fault. Orders are orders, right? Better and better. It appears that the Koreans, at least at that time, had no idea the sailors were telling them to fuck off in secret. And even if it found out, they were still telling new generations about military members and the Americans to lie to prevent embarrassment. I'm tempted to crush this misconception, but then playing along with it might be entertaining as well. The Detroit salute. So are we playing along, or are we telling her the cold, hard truth? Okay. Maybe it would be the best to cross this little fantasy lie and let Unity on the truth. Frankly, I'm surprised he bought the story, told it during the first place. It's really lame. Oh yeah, fuck. No, I didn't say it. Doesn't matter. Tell me something, Unity. Do you really think the American sailors enjoyed being held prisoners in a communist foreign nation? Well, look at them playing poker at the photo. They were shown a nice time even though they were spying on our country. I can't let you be ignorant of this anymore. It's hurting my brain. Ignorant of what? In America, when somebody shows you the extended middle finger, they aren't giving you the Hawaiian good luck sign. Oh, did it rename it or something? Not really. It was never named that to begin with. There's a lot of terms for it. The Detroit salute comes to mind, or the California howdy. So they're saying hello in the photos? That doesn't seem too bad. Nah, that's not that either. Maybe this will help. What have you been taught by about the people from Detroit? That one is easy. People from Detroit are among the rudest and most arrogant people in the world. I figured that was the perception of them here, so I followed the logic now. If people from Detroit are rude and arrogant, what would you expect a hand signal called Detroit salute would be? A sign of respect or a sign of contempt? I suppose it would have been something mean, wouldn't it? Exactly. Basically sticking out your middle finger, somebody is showing scorn or contempt for that person or people. The sailors are basically telling the Koreans to go screw you guys for not sending us home by giving them the Detroit salute in the photo. Are you making fun of me now by telling me a lie? That isn't close to what the government told us or what in our history books. You can't always trust the government. I can't count on mine on how many times our government told us the little white the little white lies. No alien at Roswell. If you like it, Doctor, you can keep him. No new taxes. Maybe they just didn't know what insulting gesture was at that time and didn't want to feel embarrassed and then lack of knowledge. Yunji rubs her chin thoughtfully, scratches her head a little bit, and finally replies. But what do you know? Guess you think you are Mr. Smarty Socks or something. That's Smarty Pants. And anyway, you can choose to not believe me. But I'm telling you, in polite words, these seamen are telling you to go fuck off with the middle finger. Whatever. It's not like we still captured them. So ha! Yunji sticks out her tongue and gives me the Detroit salute. Aww. Oh, I can do it too. So you. Well, just don't tell Jung you learned it from me. Oh. Let's go see the artifacts and the documents before I toss you into the harbor. Yes, he learns fast. He's quite fast in adapting the situation. You can clean the starboard side of the ship if you love it, since you love it so much. Not as much as not as much as I love you, Yunji. She gasps and gives me a shocked look. Oh damn! You shouldn't be saying stuff like that out of the blue. Makes me feel all. I think she blushed. I was hoping for her to catch her off guard with that one. I was about to tell her that I was teasing her, but she grabs my hand with a little less force than usual. Make her cry. It surprises me, since I'm used to her grabbing, yanking me like two Marines fighting over the last big crayon. That was not an innuendo, in case you were wondering, you fucking weebos. Oh man. Oh well, okay. Let's go and see the stuff, yeah? Fucking weebo. Yunji nods and then leads the way to the code room. We enter into the code room of the Purpler. In doing so, it's like I've been stepped back in time to the 1960s. There's a broken black light on the floor and several accompanying posters of the doors on the wall. There's some pin-up girl posters as well, but it looks like someone took a marker and drew clothing all over the naughty bits. Somehow doubt it was one of the original sailors who did that. I think I see an old lava lamp. See an old lava lamp on the tables as well. Either those Navy guys really were in their own little world, or this is Korean anti-American Navy propaganda at work. I'm not sure which one it is though. This is the main room where the sailors would attempt to capture Korean government secrets. They attempted to destroy evidence before they got boarded, but only succeeded partway. What was seized by our sailor was taken and immediately put into a vault, and has only just been released to place back for our viewing. It's over, and the counts are there. Great, I guess I'll take a look then. What was you boys trying to figure out at 1968? I head over where Yunji pointed Start filtering through a small pile of documents. Really doesn't seem to be anything incriminating upon first glance. Mostly coordinates where the ship was at the time and date, various data and sea and wind conditions. There's a small amount of data on the original leader included, but nothing likely wasn't public knowledge. Okay, maybe the scribble about having him pathetically small Johnson wasn't public knowledge. But I guess a sailor wrote that before getting captured as a bit of a defiance. It's also a familiar looking green binder. Looks like an old discolored, but yet definitely something you would pick up as at a post exchange. Guess they haven't updated that model for a few decades or so. I wonder what's inside. Flipping through, I can't help it but laugh. I'm not sure why you find the material of your country spying on us funny. Care to tell me what you find amusing? This binder doesn't have anything to do with Korea at all. She comes over and takes a look at the content. Of course it is. It has all these X's and O's diagrams. Clearly this is a war journal of the Navy intend to use to attack Korea. More like this war journal was the United States Army intended to use to attack the United States Navy. Don't understand what you mean. Why would your army attack your navy? This war journal is an army playbook of the 1967 football team. No wonder the Navy won. No wonder the Navy won that year. They had the playbook and could formulate the defense against our army's defense. You mean to tell me this dumb playbook is your lame American vision of football? Pretty much. Guess this is the way of hiding theft. Streak the playbook on a ship out in the Pacific. We could probably get a small fortune from selling this to a collector. This place is starting to lose some of its luster. Can we go home soon? I mean, I meant it around a little bit more, but there's nothing at all. I probably could have done without having seen the crew members molding silkies in their glass cases though. We can get a late start. How soon will the driver be here? I text him and find out. She does so, and a few minutes later the phone vibrates in response. He said it would take about 30 minutes. I'll go to say something, and my stomach rumbles before getting words out. Sounds like you're hungry. Yeah, I guess so. Anywhere I can grab some grub around here? There's a meat on a stick cart outside where we arrived. It's not seasoned that well, but it's cooked properly and should tide us until we get home. Lead the way, Yunji. Meat on a stick. She smiles and grabs my hand, leading me back to where we dropped off. Sure enough, there's a food cart there, offering meat on a stick. This may be the first place that doesn't offer kimchi. I order a couple of sticks and hand one to Yunji. You didn't have to pay for mine. I can buy my own, you know. I wanted to, okay? I don't quite understand, but thank you. We eat the meat in silence. When finished, Yunji turns to me and breathes deeply before speaking. I'm sorry if you were uncomfortable with today's date. I know it can't be easy to seeing a symbol of your country sitting captured in foreign waters. It does suck a little, but hey, it's just a Navy old boat. I still had fun. I'm glad to hear it. I had a good time as well. Yunji blushes and makes a rough attempt to speak English. Your meat is very good, thank you. I can't help but laugh and smile at her. For all the insults and jabs, she's not that bad. No problem, Yunji. She smiles and closes her eyes. Minutes later, our driver arrived and we get back in the seat. Get into the back seat. A few minutes later, Yunji's eyes are closed. She's resting her head on my chest. I think this girl has narcolepsy or something. Maybe just comfortable with it. Beats me. Guess I nap until we're home too. Third night here. Second after having been out all day with one of my chaperones. Or hostesses. Girlfriends, maybe? They sure seem to intend keeping me to themselves. Are they hoping to keep me here in Korea? Are they hoping I will sneak them out? Neither seems very likely. Maybe I'm just overthinking this. Perhaps grabbing hands, calling outings, dates, and falling asleep on foreign men's is custom here. Yeah, I'm not overthinking this. Speaking of thoughts, I think mine are about to be interrupted. Is our living floor comfortable with your bed? Than your bed? Loaded question, but I assume that's meant as an innocent one. Well, maybe. Anyway, I came to see if you were busy this evening. I see as the Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining soldiers what seeing as the Pyongyang nightlife involves explaining to soldiers what I'm doing out in the streets at night without getting killed or arrested. I said my agenda is pretty clear. It's not always like this. I'm sure at some point we can go somewhere in the evening. I hope so. Anyway, did you have something in mind for this evening? Yes, I was hoping you would help Yunji with her English tonight. She really needs as much help as possible. And for some reason she doesn't do too well learning under my guidance. I think maybe having a cute American man might help her. Not sure what being cute has to do with it, but I'm glad to hear that I'm not an ugly American. Well, you're just taking a liking to you. She's just never been good with her feelings. Call me 50 Shades of not impressed. Surprised, sorry. She was 13, a boy she had a crush on usually actually got the nerve to confess to her. She actually liked him as well. So they dated? Well, no, she didn't know how to handle the sudden confession. She ended up shooting him with a pellet gun. Pellet gun? Why the hell didn't she have one in the first place? I mean, do kids here just carry those to class? We prefer students carry 9mm compacts. He confessed to her at a small arms practice range. You sure he was in love and not depressed? Seems like a suicide attempt was made there. Don't be mean. My sister has her faults, but she can be sweet, and is certainly not bereft of womanly charms. I suppose that's true. She is cute in her own way. Anyway, I would like you to help her with her English after dinner. I have everything you need ready. Fair enough. I promised to help her after all. Anyway, maybe I'll finally get some respect as her teacher. You probably shouldn't put all your hopes in one basket for that idea. I'm not sure how we got mixed up two old sayings and actually made a pretty decent new one. Beginner's luck? Probably. Still kind of cute. Easy there, you're supposed to be flirting with Yunji tonight. I thought I was teaching her, not flirting with her. There's a difference. A pretty clear one. Maybe one day you will understand. Don't put all your hopes in one basket. So mean. I have Yunji waiting ready after dinner for your tutoring. She walks into the room she's sharing with Yunji, but I'm pretty sure I saw her turn back and wink at me. Teaching Yunji English. This should be interesting. Of course, giving a load of gun to a gorilla could be interesting too. At least you have a fighting chance this time. Better take a quick nap before marching into battle. Guess I should stay down. I actually think I'm going to quit it now. Pick it up at another time so we can finish it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you had a good time. Except for my reading. That's just how it is. It's been a while since I've been reading. So, have a good one. I'll see you later.